Hello, fellow translators and freelancers and everyone else. Today I'm going to talk to you about choices and about what I do when I have to make a choice. So I was asked recently by a translator which language. Basically, he did languages. I think it was Spanish and Portuguese and possibly French into English. But it was mainly Spanish and Portuguese, and he was wondering, should I concentrate on Spanish into English or Portuguese into English? Which one should I make? And there were pros and cons for both, and going through and blah 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 blah, all these things. And but usually, I come across this a lot, by the way. And usually, it's something having to do with specialization. Should I specialize in legal? Should I specialize in business? Should I do this? Should I do that? But it could also be something like, should I go into translation, or should I become a designer, or should I do editing, or should I do interpreting, or should I do? And so you have, in life, you come across choices, and you might do pros and cons and see which one you prefer, and you're still not sure which one to do. And so I have a pretty simple method that I follow. First of all, I try to more or less do pros and cons, and then if something comes out as obvious there, obviously you choose that. But very often you already kind of know the pros and cons inside you before you make the standardized list. And so you kind of have a good idea. So if you're wondering between two different ideas, that means that they sort of equal out. Anyway, so let's say you're doing all that and you still don't know which one to choose. Both of them have pros, both of them have cons. You're not sure. Then my advice, which by the way, I didn't come up with this. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I got it from Naval. If you go to Twitter at Naval, Naval, it's I'm pretty sure I got it from him. By the way, he's also a very smart guy. I heard him on an interview with Tim Ferriss, and I follow him on Twitter. He tweets a lot of very smart things. I think sometimes he takes himself a bit too seriously, I feel, but he's like ultra smart, so I guess he can. But anyway. And I'm pretty sure he said this. Maybe I'm completely wrong and it was someone else. But I'm pretty sure what he said was, if you have two choices that are... Wait, I think I wrote it down somewhere. If you have two choices and you don't know which one to choose the one that has more pain in the short term. So what does this mean? This means that you have two choices, but one of them is kind of a pain to set up, or you have to go, jump through some hoops or do this and that, while the other one you could just start tomorrow. Choose the one that's a bit of a pain to set up rather than the one to do tomorrow. And so why do you do this? Well, there's several reasons. First of all, if a lot of people are in your shoes or very similar shoes to yours, and now we're on the internet, so we're all together in this world. And, if they're going through the same choice, chances are they're going to choose the one with less friction at the beginning, the one that causes less pain at the beginning, because they're like, oh, that one's easier, I'll just do that. Many more people are going to go for that option. So go for the one with more short-term pain. And another reason is usually more short-term pain. The short term is a barrier to entry many times. So whatever stuff you have to set up, the more you have to do something to set it up before you get started, the less likely other people are to do it, right? Because it's a lot of work and it's a pain. And so that short-term pain at the beginning usually means more long-term benefits in the long term. And so yeah, and this can apply to anything, having to do with, once again, the choice of business, what type of business, what type of this or that and the other. Even for personal stuff, I think it can be very useful. But and so I like it a lot, and I try to follow that. If I have two choices and I'm not sure which one to do, then I choose the one that has more short-term pain, right away, and in the short term, because then on average, of course, this can depend case by case, and it won't work 100% of the time, and I have no idea what your personal situations are, but you don't either. If it's a choice for the future, you don't know how the future is going to end up. And so by and large, I think it's a good strategy. Choose the option with more short-term pain, and you will see more long-term benefits. So hopefully you found that useful. And it's just a quick thing, but I know a lot of you very often are going through choices like this, and where you don't know which one to pick, and it can be hard. And so hopefully that can be a method that can help you out, a bit more than just writing pros and cons. But anyway, hopefully you can find it useful. And otherwise, don't forget to click thumbs up if you like this. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye. Savedum.